Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 1 versus 1 on Velvet Duress. Playing as a Tau, we have got Zorah Magdaros, and playing as the Chaos Demons, we have got a Man of Culture. Man of Culture is going to be opening with double Furies, a Demon Lord, Lost Soul, a Warp Signature, and a Lesser Demon Portal. Whereas Zorah Magdaros is going to go for a couple of Earthcast Builders, a couple of Stealth Suits, and a Tau Barracks. Now before we get into the nitty-gritty of this game, you will probably notice at some point during the game that you'll be hearing some jinglings and jivings up in the left-hand corner here. That's because these guys for this game have activated the day and night cycle, which is a little rule that you can do in Unification, which temporarily at certain points in the game reduces the overall line of sight and vision for certain units. So the Tau have got a little bit of a, how would one say, a little bit of a handicap in this. So interesting to see. There we go. Dusk is coming. So I don't know if we can. I don't know, who am I looking at? I'm looking at from the Tau perspective. So stick this on. We'll notice that as the game goes on for a little bit, the line of sight will go down quite dramatically, do have to say. But yeah, okay. So this is a interesting map for the demons, considering that if they can hold this center point here, that should really benefit them, considering that the longer they spend away from their structures, the lower their morale gets. So if they can capture this central point, then attacks into the Tau base will be quite easy, considering especially as well that we've got a critical location here and on the northern side as well. So realistically, the only way that you can really amass an army ready to assault the Tau is going to be that center. Unless, of course, they build warp signatures around here, but then, I mean, you don't normally see warp signatures which can be built anywhere on the map, really. But can only have a maximum of 3 per warp gate. But yeah, you don't normally see these guys being built up really anywhere. Almost like plasma generators for the Chaos Demons. It'll be interesting to see which kind of demons does the Man of Culture go for. Hope you all appreciate the reference. I know my memes. I know the memes with that 2 panel of someone nodding to another person. Gosh darn it, I was there when the internet was made. Anyway, on the northern side, we have got a critical location attempting to be captured by these Furies. The Stealth Suit team will attempt to show them the bad time. Not going to do much in the way of physical damage, but when that morale damage kicks in, they'll certainly do them a bad one, but a Lost Soul is going to come over. We'll join them in the hopes that maybe that's going to stop the morale going down, maybe instead make it go up a little bit. And those Stealth Suits are not going to have the greatest of times over there. We have Commander Kais versus Demon Lord, and in close combat he is not going to be doing all that well, in all fairness. He will decide to run away, with the Demon Lord using a weapon that's far too big for him, it has to be said. Although he's got a big hand though, so that's fine. You know what they say about big hands? Big gloves. That's what they say. Got some Flesh Hounds chasing after these Stealth Suits. Aggressive unit, quite fast. Are we able to eat the dead? I do believe. To make them bigger and chunkier. Got some Furies with a Lost Soul in here as well. Just casually observing. But they're on capping duty. These guys don't really do much in the way of damage at all. So they're just going to... That's going to be their primary MO. Got Fire Warrior Squad coming over. Impressively long-ranged. Firing away at these Flesh Hounds. They know their business. They've pushed these guys back. They're not going to be taking on Listening Post, Tower Commander, and a Fire Warrior team. In fact, second Fire Warrior team coming over here just to inspect the situation. But yeah, at the moment, the demons have got the lion's share of the map. Not going for this critical location down here. Demons that were sent... I think some demons were sent down here, or did you just capture this and decide to fly over? I mean, the demons do have a lot of units that can make use of these little gaps. Some Zinch Screamers have some good jumping potential. Which is why I'm interested in why he's gone for Flesh Hounds. Because Zinch Screamers would have been the play to make here, I do believe. He's going to go for that tier 2. Dark Circle as well for those demonic upgrades. The Tau not quite ready to push forward by the looks of things. They can have it though. If they have the Stealth Suits move forward, do a little bit of scouting and reconnoitering. Ah, it's midnight, that's why. So if you can see now, that's the That's the amount of vision that the Tau have without a forward unit, so these guys are not feeling too happy about moving forward. Fury's going to be coming out of nowhere from their perspective. But they're quite low health models, so they will get taken down. No dramas whatsoever. Snare trap being thrown down, but not really snaring anyone. Bit faulty. Send that back to the shop. Hope you kept your receipt, Mr. Tau Commander. Fleshhound's now engaging these Fire Warriors into close combat, but there are two squads. So it doesn't really matter. Another snare trap being thrown down, but been missed out. The Fleshhound's not really standing up to all that punishment there. But that's fine. They've got time to recover until midnight passes. Also have this demonic shot, like I say, in the middle, so they can fall back and regain their morale here quite quickly. But you're not regaining your morale near this demonic shrine. Why? Why is this, Fury Man? Or are you just giving up on everything? Or do you need the upgrade? Is that what it is? Yes. Maybe. I don't know how this bloody game works. One moment I think I know the rules, next minute I don't. Anyway, we've got some Kroot Carnivores on the way. Stealth burst cannon enhancements, jetpacks as well. Going for lots of plasma generators. Ooh, it's like as if he's playing Ultimate Apocalypse with the way he's leading out his plasma generators. But quite a static formation at the moment. I would expect maybe a stealth suit team to go around and start poking at these critical locations. In fact, this one hasn't even been captured yet. Fury's having a think about capturing it, but probably not going to do it. Or maybe they will. Who really knows? But good use of the stealth suit team, bringing it forward to give these Fire Warriors some range, sight, and all that good stuff. Going to move forward. Kroot's going to screen. Now, Kroots, obviously, they also have the ability to eat the dead. Not sure if demons leave any corpses, though, for them to munch on. But that's fine, so long as they're able to occupy these Fleshhounds while the Tau Fire Warriors do their business. And they are doing quite a good job at that. Just a little bit of a poke, a little bit of a prod. Got some Pink Warriors. Pink Warriors? Pink Horrors. Which, for the demons, also are good against infantry. As it is their only ranged squad in Tier 1. If I'm not mistaken on that score. Kroot losing their morale quite quickly. The demons of the Fleshhounds are actually holding up quite well. Might have gone for one of those demonic enhancements to increase their health. Hard to say really, but being slowed by that snare. Demonic Lord as well, taking a fair bit of a beating, but still fairly healthy. Horror squads over here certainly causing some problems, and Dawn has now struck Tier 2 for the Tau. Now is the time to push forward. While it's been going on, we have had... Oh, we've got some blooming lesser bloodletters and some Furies over here. Gonna go for that advanced pulse rifle, which will dramatically increase the damage of the Fire Warrior team. But interesting, so we've got some lesser bloodletters, so that implies that Man of Culture has not gone for any... Well, he's certainly not gone for the Khorne path. So unless he's gone for a different god, like Zinch, hard to say really. Current economies at the moment, 74 and 40, compared to 104 and 0. Obviously, demons do some mischief with their green stuff. The warp signature, they're able to trade blue money for green money. And maybe vice versa? Question mark? More stealth suit teams on the way. Target lock as well. So when those Pathfinders come out, they'll be able to do some additional damage. Or assist the Fire Warriors in doing additional damage to anyone they choose. Lost Soul along with these pink horrors. Wonderful use of Lost Souls, actually. Allowing these guys to stride out for longer without having to worry about morale. Snare trap going down. Now, I'm not sure if the Chaos Demon player has gone for their focus on lesser demons or greater demons. Don't know if we've seen that over there as of yet. But either way, it's a good composition. Front line on the back line. We've got some Vespids here, which are quite good. I just love... Hold on, let me go over to this side. Just love the voice of the Vespids. I really want to know how they edit that voice. It's just good. Either way, this poor Demon Lord, he's got nowhere to go. Absolutely surrounded. Groot and Vespid, allies of Tau, really doing their conglomerate faction of races proud there. Bit of a misplay from the Chaos Demon player, but while that's going on, double bloodletters moseying on down. Looking like the dude from Disney's Hercules that... Oh, what's he called? The Satyr. Max? Someone like that? I don't know. Either way, they're taking on that listing post. And these are quite a lot of lads. 14 in total. Do a mean bit of damage in close combat. Don't think they've got the sustainability of bloodletters. But they're going to move in either way. Focusing on those fire warriors. Morale has been broken for one squad. Well, the Tau just kind of just sitting all close together, forming this impenetrable ball of alien. Almost like forming a square at Waterloo. And the lesser bloodletters aren't faring all that well. They've managed to kill a fair bit there. A good chunk of fire warriors are now dead. Might have made sense to keep those fire warriors moving while keeping the Kroots and Vespids in close combat. You have a XV-88 broadside battlesuit, and that is interesting. Why? Why have you gone for this? How is this going to help you in this situation? I mean, it looks cool though, so maybe that's the plan. Just out-cool people. Yeah, I said that these lesser bloodletters weren't holding out all that well, but actually no, they've managed to almost wipe out all the Kroot and Vespids. Both squads been reduced down to one, but now got an extra boy in each squad. No more fire warriors left. That's quite a lot of material being lost by the Tau player there. What's going on your side, Mr. Demon player? Going for some more warp signature stuff, going for that a double lesser demon portal. So able to teleport more stuff in. Ah, there we go. So you've committed to Khorne. That's why I've got your bloodletters now. So I mean, it makes sense to throw away those lesser bloodletters, wait for them all to die so you've got extra squad cap room for your lesser bloodletters. Which makes sense. A little bit better considering that when they do damage in close combat, they do... Oh, what's it like? Drain health? Leech health? Whatever verb you would like to use for that. This poor old listing post. Trying to build it up once again, but instantly, the moment they finished it, these Furies are going to come around and start slapping them down. Building and Earthcast Builder, both at the same time. Broadside battlesuit firing some missiles, and we've also got a lot of fusion blasters here. But doing a fair bit of damage, actually, almost wiping out the whole entire squad there. 16 health on a demon. That's not the kind of health you want. Or, well, on anyone, really, in particular. These guys are not moving anytime soon. They know full well that, at the moment, the Tau have the... In fact, what time of day is it? It looks like midday. The vision is standard. They're probably waiting for nighttime, in all honesty. Which makes sense. Demon striking in the middle of the night. A TX4 Piranha. In fact, double Piranhas coming out. Don't think we've seen much of these on the channel before. Quite like the model. Got two best friends on a road trip. Got double drones as well. No one's on their own, as well as a shooty bit out in the front. Can also arm itself with fusion blasters, which will help it against vehicles. But again, vehicles. Well, I suppose that now that he's gone for his Khorne life choices, that the... Oh, got infiltrated Furies down here. But yeah, so I suppose that now that he's gone for his Khorne focus, we will have to worry about those Blood Crushers and those ancient Juggernauts, which are considered vehicles. But whether Zorah Magdaros has seen this, because I don't think he's seen the indication that there's any bloodletters at the moment. So he's building into this blind. It's taken him so long to rebuild his forces after that bloodletter assault. Gonna send some piranhas slowly jumping over. And the pink horrors, maybe a little bit overextended. They don't have much in the way of wiggle room. Can't teleport anywhere. So they will potentially... Ah, there we got full squad wipe there. So not sure what was intended there, but now the Tau have an opening. They can push a little bit far forward. Midnight has struck there. So is this the most optimal time for the tower to push? They're going to have to do it anyway. They've got the momentum now. And to be honest, they don't really have that much in the way of ranged units. I mean, most of it's just Kroots and Piranhas. One Piranha goes down. Kroots are moving forward. The morale there is not amazing. Not without the Kroot Shapers. Now double squads of Bloodletters. I mean, close combat, that's exactly where they want to be. So maybe Vespid and Kroots, now that he knows the Bloodletters are probably not the best idea, will fall back all the way home. His assault quickly being dismantled. Also got some Flamers on the backlines. Quite short range are the Flamers, but do an insane amount of damage to anyone that they can get their fiery paws on. Teams are going to push forward. Snag this listening post. Now, if they can take this out, they can start a little staging ground here, rather than having to fall back all the time to this critical, well, this relic in the middle. The relic has lost its demonic shrine, so that's something. Demon's going to continue the push. Broadside battlesuit, planting its feet firmly on the ground, ready to fire. Flamers opening hellfire everywhere. Chaos Fury's going to jump around the backline, see if they can tie up the stealth suit teams. Also got a Pathfinder team running through the middle of everything. And the crew, yeah, they're not holding up all that well. They're not all right. They're not okay, to quote My Chemical Romance. But Bloodletters, they've lost their morale now. Demon Lord also struggled. Well, I mean, he's got no morale, but still looks like he's struggling by the looks of things. Oh, the broadside battlesuit, it falls down. Tower Commander's still there. Actually, yeah, that's it. All the Bloodletters have gone down. Flamers and Zinch will have to fall back now without their front line. This might be the second time the Chaos player loses their Demon Lord. It does, in fact, end up like that. So now is the time for counter-attack. Mr. Zorah Magdaros. Strike forth and strike fast before the Bloodletters regain their numbers. Although, what's this pathing? What's going on here? Oh, we also have hero mode going on as well. I forgot to mention that. So these guys have now all got veteran status. Just improving their overall stats by a lot. Oh no, he's going to move his army all together and wait to capture this. Ah, that's a shame. Because he could have probably potentially have gone through all this. Ah, you see, sometimes throwing caution to the wind and being a bit more decisive is the way forward. I can see an Ancient Juggernaut on the way. Which, to be fair, the Ancient Juggernaut shouldn't really do all that much against this massive anti-vehicle damage coming in. Kroot Shapers ready to join their squads as well, so that will really help the Kroot dudes from doing anything. But yeah, nothing for the Kroots to eat, sadly. That's unfortunate. Anyway, 106 and 39 for the economy, compared to 109 and 0. Got that constant infernal trade, demonic power going. Greater Demon Portal squiggling about. But yeah, like we said, a nice spread of all things demonic from the perspective of the Mana Culture. One Ancient Juggernaut just munching on these stealth suits. Oh, actually, no, they do leave a little bit of lasagna behind. Okay, so the Kroot could actually eat their own if they really wanted to. The stealth suits see the writing on the wall. That critical location on the south side is not meant for them. So they are going to bees all the way back home. Ancient Juggernaut, hold the line. Don't charge straight in just yet, young man. Wait for your friends. But then again, can you tell a Demon of Khorne to not charge into close combat? Unsure. We've got Demonic Resilience been upgraded, so I imagine, is that an increase in health or morale? Or is it a reduction in the damage taken when your morale's broken? One of those things. Either way, they'll die a little bit less. There we go. Ancient Juggernaut was thinking about engaging. Oh, and there he goes. Yeah, fair enough. He couldn't resist it. He was almost making good life choices. But, no. There we go, look at that. Live to fight another day. It is now midday. Line of sight returning back to normal. but no one willing to push forward. You see, now one thing that you might not appreciate is that this is a really awkward place to fight. We've got this little curve here, which basically messes up the whole pathing that your units have. So anyone coming down here will end up having like this spaghetti line of troops coming down, which are easy to kill. And then going up is the same kind of issue, especially when you've got vehicles on the go. To which, what makes me wonder, Mr. Townman, Mr. Zorah Magdaros, you've got like a quite fast piranha that's good against vehicles and stuff. Bring them down here and bash up. Oh, mind you, there's Demon Claw Obelisk here. But the northern side, you could do stuff. In fact, you've got stealth suits with jump packs. You could just stick some dudes here. Oh, is that what it's going to do? How far are you going to travel? Oh, no, never mind. You're going to use these as screening units. Fair enough, they're going to open fire on this demonic shrine. Dusk comes along. Vision being reduced slightly. One piranha goes down. Group's not quite where they want to be. Not sure what this attack pattern's looking like. We do have a Slaughter Fiend jauntily strolling down. A good amount of firepower. In fact, actually, the crew seem to be engaging more in ranged combat than they do close combat. They're waiting for that morale to break before jumping in. Quite tactical. Quite nice. We are seeing the Ancient Juggernaut moving in for a flanking maneuver. Slaughter Fiend now getting into close combat. That Ancient Juggernaut, though, will not last for very long, he says, until the Demonic Lord throws out a big flame, knocking everyone back. Got some more recruits on the way. Flamers of Zinch and regular old pink horrors adding to the pain at the ranged department. More piranhas have been taken down. The front lines are crumbling for the tower here. More demonic bloodletters have been spawned in. They're being rebuilt and remade faster than they can be brought down. Tower will have to fall back once again. More piranhas. Not sure if piranhas are the way forward now. I can understand because they're relatively cheap in the early mid-game. With the sheer amount of troops down here, you'd think a Skyray missile gunship would probably serve him a lot better. Even if you get a little bit of friendly fire in there, that's fine. The crew can take it. That's what they're there for. The crew have also not done any eating neither. So the very thin boys won't be as tanky as they should be at this stage. More piranhas coming in. Are you... Oh, that's because you haven't built a vehicle beacon. That's why. Because you get the piranhas from the HQ. Fair enough. But an XV8 Crisis Battlesuit coming out to play. Might be good if you get some flamers on there. As flamers are good against demons. You can break the morale. You can break the demon. Demons are falling back just a little bit. They've killed the listening post yet again. Summoning more bloodletters. Waiting to get those units back online before pushing any further forward. As it did seem that they had lost one squad of bloodletters. They're back in. Flamers is going to move forward. Not sure. Yeah, don't move these guys forward. Not the tankiest of boys. So the Tau, I don't know how they keep on doing it, but the Tau keep on stabilizing. I mean, they're not in a winner. Well, they might be in a winnable position. Never say never, but with each moment that goes by, they are kind of struggling more and more as they lose more and more of the map. Ancient Juggernaut jumps in. Christ Battlesuit's falling back. Now, these guys, I do believe, have jump packs. So, they should be able to get out of close combat relatively easily, he says. Ancient Juggernaut is wasted resources at this point. Normally, a really standard pick would do wonderful, but the Tau have got a lot of anti-vehicle options online. Do like how they're using the buildings, trying to create these choke points to force the bloodletters to engage them in less favourable terms. Look at this, like these guys can't even get a surround on these guys anymore. And the Flamers of Zinch aren't even going to do all that much because they're not going to do anything against the Monka command post, so their morale's been broken. They will need to go back home. Now being chased away by the Piranha. So yeah, it's a slow siege, but the Tau still managed to hold. Not bad at all. But I would recommend the Skyray missile gunships. Or at least something that is primarily anti-infantry. Because that's the real problem that they have at the moment. Well, not infantry, sorry, demon armor. Flamers, that's what you need. Lots and lots of big fire to take these guys on. Bloodletters are being respawned over here. Gonna get some Infernal Will. One of 3 artifacts that the demons can have. They are also going to go for an Ebongeist squad. Ebongeists are interesting as they are well, they're kind of like horrors, but you can get like different versions of the, well, different colours. They're almost like Power Rangers. Get a blue one, a red one, green one, purple one, if I'm not mistaken. Which, you know, so and all of them are good against a particular type of armor type. So, I imagine probably good against buildings, vehicles. That's probably what they'd want at the moment. Can't remember what colour that one is though. But there we go. Tau now looking to come out again. They've gone for the Crisis Battlesuit Squad Massive. Got some how many infiltrated dudes have you got in there? Got 1 squad, 2 squad. But these guys have not gone for any of the upgrades. No missile pods, no flamers, no repair drones. Might be an idea to get 1 or 2 of those upgrades, but then again is... Oh, hold the phone, young man. You have got quite the green flirt here. Whenever you've got a massive green flirt, boys and girls at home, struggling to buy your infantry, well, don't worry, because your vehicles are normally green heavy and blue light, so at this stage it would at least be a little bit prudent to transition to a vehicle heavy composition. That isn't piranhas. That isn't piranhas. Don't do it. But they're going to do it. They're going to give it a go. And Ebongeist, what colours have you gone for? You have gone for red horrors. Right, okay. And that gives you the vehicle building aircraft unit card. Piranha's going to jump straight in. Moving in a flanking manoeuvre, but being shot down mid-air, some of them. I mean, the Christ Battlesuits, are you standing up to this? You are at least killing these bloodletters on the southern side of the assault. But with small amounts of models, less manoeuvrability, no close combat capabilities as well. So you are struggling a lot more than your... Well, I mean, they'd be alright if they were like surrounded by chaff like Cruton stuff. They'd be doing a lot better. We do now have a vehicle beacon. And yeah, somehow the suits are still there. You can't take these suits down. Command post being focus fired by these horrors. There we go, the Skyrim missile gunships. That's the way forward, young man. Get them involved. Get these things blown up. Flamers over here aren't going to be alive for much longer there. They're going to be whittled down unless a lost soul can join them. I've got 1 lost soul just chilling out round in the middle. But no, he's just alright on his own. Bloodletters over here. Their morale's quite good. Killing the remainders of the tower in the corner. It's all going to be about, can these missile gunships do anything against the remaining demons? Soon there'll be no flamers to deal with, so that's something useful. The Evangelion squad is probably your main cause for concern here. These are the guys who want to take on, because just look at the sheer explosive damage those red horrors are doing. Stealth suit's been taken care of. Only 1 boy left. It's a sad time. I'm going to go for that missile barrage to unlock the full potential of the Skyrim missile gunship. Bloodletters will see these guys there. Vehicle beacon being taken care of. And is there anything else the Tau can do? They've now got a fair bit of blue money to play with, but anything they bring out is going to be slaughtered by the mass of bloodletters. So yeah, I don't think... Oh, here we go. Some bloofers. Send them in. Send them packing. Oh, no, never mind. That was a false alarm. But yes, I think the Tau... To be fair, they've been playing a game mode that is not suited to their playstyle, are they? When they've got the day and night cycle, those Tau Fire Warriors are going to struggle for a good chunk of the game. But he did a really good job with his mixing up his composition by using Vespids and Kroots, which was really nice to see. Just don't... And those piranhas at the beginning, in the early to mid game, made sense when moving up this side. But as the game progressed, he didn't quite develop his composition nearly quickly enough to be able to counter what the demon player was going for. But still, very well played by both players. If you like the game, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you one extra game a week. There is also a Discord where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. Man has been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never chop. I'll see you in a bit. Peace.